is what's going to happen. It's big news, obviously, because Tim Pool is a big-time podcaster and YouTube streamer. Again, one of the top in the world. Tim Pool, in response to this, posted a Israeli flag.
Benny Johnson weighs in on the potential selling of the Timcast IRL to the Daily Wire. Let's see what he has to say.
I've been on Tim Pool's show quite a few times, and Tim Pool and I actually were just hanging out in Tampa this past weekend. UFC. It's great. We sat together. It was cool, and we had a fun time. And we sat actually ringside. It was incredible. I never seen anything like it. It was like mind blowing. Dana White pulled us up ringside. It was freaking cool. Anyway, a lot of people have been texting me about some rumors about Tim Pool, and I thought I'd tell you what I know. I know Tim's addressed it himself on social media in his own way, but I'll tell you what I've learned and what I think about it all. Who would win? Who would win in this fight? Who would win in this cage match? I'm a little bit taller than Tim. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Never. I'm not one for the octagon. I'm not sure I'd last long in the octagon. Certainly with a professional fighter. And if Tim Pool brought a skateboard, crash and crack, destroyed. What's the point here? The point is that Tim Pool is in the rumor mill. Is Tim Pool going to the Daily Wire? Now this is quite newsworthy because the Daily Wire lost a very big host and talent, somebody named Brett Cooper. If you're not familiar with her work, she runs a show called The Comment Section that had 4 million subs on YouTube. It's a big show. It's a really big show. It's a loyal fan base, right? And apparently, because of contract negotiations and the contract negotiation going south and disagreements internally with executives of the Daily Wire, Brett Cooper was out of here. We did actually an entire read about that, and feel free to check it out, where we sort of covered the drama there. The channel has lost quite a few subs. And so maybe the Daily Wire is looking to backfill, right, with absolutely a known YouTube entity that is quality, and that would be Tim Pool. Tim Pool's show does regularly is like the top streaming show for news and politics on YouTube, and is one of the top streaming shows in the whole country. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the play here. Tim Pool is selling his entire Timcast operation to the Daily Wire, effective January 1, says Media Right News. Sources confirm the Media Right News. One source told Media Right News that the Daily Wire employees have been questioning Timcast employees to determine whether they will be terminated. Second said it is unclear whether employees retain their positions. Sources spoke in the condition of anonymity. It is also understood that Tim Pool will be moving to Nashville. Employees retained will need to relocate after many were required to move to West Virginia to begin employment. Pool recently commented on the Daily Wire split with Brett Cooper, talking about it being a contract deal. Seems like contract stuff to me. Ladies and gentlemen, this rumor mill was sort of picked up and spun up. Ladies and gentlemen, with multiple other accounts on X picking it up and saying this is what's going to happen. It's big news, obviously, because Tim Pool is a big-time podcaster and YouTube streamer. Again, one of the top in the world. Tim Pool, in response to this, posted a Israeli flag. Okay. So the quartering in the comments saying, why don't you come over to the quartering? Just in case you might be looking for a new community. So yeah, the quartering now trying to poach Tim Pool. Everyone's trying to poach Tim Pool. I think the fastest path to making money on X is to support Israel. Double entendre intended. Okay, so I reached out to Tim about this. And let me tell you the truth, is that the rumors are just rumors right now. Tim Pool did do a show with the Daily Wire, election. They were very public that they were doing a co-branded election stuff. And maybe there is something going on behind the scenes there. But it is completely false to say that Tim is selling his entire show to the Daily Wire. It's completely false to say that they're closing up shop, or they're going to shut the whole show down, or he's going to quit. That's not true. It might be wishful thinking for some people. Want to see Tim off the air. And the best I can do is tell you that there's indications that prove that a deal might be in the works. Obviously they're doing shows together, right? He went to Nashville and did a broadcast for a week. So if you're paying attention, maybe there's trial balloons being sent up, but nothing's been signed, and nothing's been, as far as I know, nothing's been finalized. As I know Tim, and I've worked with Tim for a while, and also we were one of the very few other independent channels in the space. I don't see Tim selling his giving over or handing over his program, really, frankly, to like a Fox News or Blaze or to any large publication. I don't ever see that happening, right? So I see this as fake news. Selling his entire Timcast operation. I see that as fake news. Will Tim do a partnership based on the fact that Tim was very public about management issues that he was having with his program over the past couple of weeks? This was like in the lead up after the about a month ago. Tim voiced frustrations with the management of his program. Would he be looking for people to help manage the production? Then yes, I could totally see that happening. Is Tim going to sell his show outright? I don't see it. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not at a table. Nobody's calling me and asking me.
I mean, yeah, we're just going to have to see what happens. Personally, and I've talked about this in my other video covering it, I think there is something going on. I think he is selling the show. I don't know. I don't know if there's any deals, but I don't know how you could hand over the management to someone else without selling it. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing I could think of is that he would be paying the Daily Wire to take over for the management deals, and I don't just see that happening. Again, I'm not an expert in this stuff, so if you in the comment section have any ideas, if you could explain to me how you would hand over the managing duties of the Daily Wire without selling the rights to the show, or just selling the show outright, yeah, please explain it to me. But I do think there's a deal going on. It was very telling before any announcements or anything's leaked online. I was able to tell something was going on. Like I said, I just joked to myself in passing. I was like, if I didn't know any better, Tim Pool sounds like he's being paid by the Daily Wire. And then I just laughed at myself and I moved on. Then later that night, I read, oh, yeah, he's selling the show over. And I was like, holy cow, there must have been something to that, what I was feeling. Because the way Tim Pool was defending the Daily Wire and Brett Cooper situation, saying, well, I don't understand why people are upset. Like, listen. It's a big flag right there. If someone's trying to gaslight you into like feeling weird about feeling a certain way about something like it's understandable why people would be upset that Brett Cooper left the Daily Wire. There's a lot of people who are fans of Brett Cooper, who are fans of the comment section with Brett Cooper as the host. Some people probably listen to it every day or watch it every day or almost every other day. And now that she's gone and there's going to be a new host, yeah, people are going to be upset about that. And especially, listen, yeah, there are people who jump to conclusions, but especially with the way that Candace left the Daily Wire, now it seems Brett Cooper left the Daily Wire, yeah, people are going to be upset. You don't have to agree with it. You could disagree with them all you want, but to act like you don't understand why people are upset, that's a little weird. That's a flag right there. When you try to gaslight your audience into thinking like you shouldn't be upset over this. No, people are allowed to feel however they want, no matter how irrational it is. And when you try to feed them this narrative, like, no, it's weird that you're upset about it. You should not be upset about it. It seems like you're trying to cover it from the Daily Wire. Now, I've expressed my concerns if it's true if Tim Pool is selling it to the Daily Wire. I do express my concerns because the Daily Wire seems to be growing bigger. It is clear that the Daily Wire does have a certain narrative they want to push, at the very least when it comes to Israel. And do we really want to lose an independent speaker like Tim Pool over to the Daily Wire? That's one of my concerns. And again, you could disagree with me all you want, but I have a right to feel that way, and I think it's not unreasonable to feel that way. I like Tim Pool, I like the Daily Wire, but I would be lying if I didn't say I wasn't concerned. But what do you guys think about it? Sound off in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy content like this. And if you do enjoy content like this, I got a whole bunch more goodies for you on the screen to click away and enjoy.